good night, sweetheart. Parting can be so much fun. Let you and I have another one before we can say good night. Good night, ladies, good night, fellows, good night, everyone. We've all had a lot of fun.
I recommend going and checking that song out. Have another one. Let's Have Another One by the Andrews Sisters. We don't own the copyrights to it, so we get flagged every time on YouTube, and that's fine. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the official HAO show, Have Another One show with yours truly, Sean, and our co-host, Chase. What's on my head?
Here.
Chase.
Yeah, if you ain't getting flagged, you ain't trying. You gotta ride a little dirty. They always say, don't ride dirty while you're riding dirty, but you gotta ride a little bit
Who
dirty.
says that, though, actually?
Sean Greenwood, actually. Shout out to Greenwood. Told me that.
The
He's
man,
looking
the
out for
myth,
me.
the legend. You're not riding dirty unless you're riding dirty?
He said, don't ride dirty when you're riding dirty.
Oh my gosh, that's too much. Okay, if you're listening to this, I recommend going over to the video on YouTube so you can see the outfit that Chase is wearing. Can we get a red carpet breakdown?
It's been a long night. I'm wearing 4X sweatpants from one of my buddies who is 6'5" that gave them to me as a gift.
He's really 6'3".
Yeah, but he goes by, he's got a, it's like pro wrestling, you got to bill your height at like 6.
Yeah.
Like Andre the Giant, like 700 pounds. Like,
Yeah. Those are, like I said, those got to be big for him because his legs are not that thick.
oh yeah, they're toothpicks. Guys that squatted a day in his life. But 4X, got a JMO shirt, just comfortable, and my hat.
Okay, now
This hat really embodies how I'm feeling right now because I was out playing poker with some old buddies. About an 8 p.m. arrival and about a 3:30, 4 a.m. departure. So this podcast is hitting pretty early in the morning. I'm feeling... I don't know how I'm feeling.
But
It's like one
were
of
you
those-
guys drinking or just like kind of just chilling?
We were getting after it. We were poker, there was drinking, there was laughs, there were tears, there was joy. It was a great time overall. But
I thought that hat was from Jurassic Park.
no, I think this is actually Angel from Dexter. For anyone who watched the show,
Angel!
Angel.
Angel! And you're gonna wear this when we go out.
I am going to wear this to the diner, and I'm going to drink that Jack Daniels to, as a true degenerate would say, level me out right now.
This is a shot, maybe this is probably a shot and a little. I hate JD. It bops.
So put some hair on your back, brother. Brother!
No, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I don't know the answers. But
Where
I'll
did that
damn
go?
well-
Did that go
I'll
underneath?
damn well try and find him, brother.
Did that
It's
go-
over there.
Oh.
Okay.
Eesh, dude. Well, they serve at the Chit Chat, so
Pre-noon? Yeah, but before noon?
no, because the
What,
fucking
blue laws
law-
they call
yeah.
them?
Dude, can we
What's the
talk
point
about
of that? So you would like go to church back in the day and be like a normal human, so you weren't a scumbag?
No, it
Can't
was.
buy-
I think the blue laws were like, we're gonna make laws governing, like aside from like the moral laws of like don't kill anybody.
For like the good of the...
Yeah, like we want people getting up. We don't want a society where people are drinking on Sunday at. Well, it's 10 o'clock now, but
So you have to be forward thinking enough and have your shit in order to buy the alcohol on the days before to get bombed on a Sunday morning. But if you want to go buy it the Sunday morning, they think you haven't planned and you're probably a scumbag hungover already, so you don't need more alcohol.
100%. Also,
You know what they could do? They could literally just say, you could sell alcohol 24/7 in every shop. I bet you people would drink half as much as they do now.
well, that's what they do
every
in
store.
Florida. In Florida, they only don't serve liquor for literally like 1 hour. Legit 1 hour, 24/7.
Because like Miami's like a party scene? Or you mean what,
Yeah.
like 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. or something like that?
Yeah. Like literally, like you go to a bar.
When are we moving?
Yeah, you can go to a club. You can party till like 5 a.m. They'll like kick you out till 6, and if you want to come back, you can come back. I'm pretty sure. Or I'm making all of this up.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds convincing. I'll believe it.
It's good. Yeah, the Chit Chat Diner. Have you ever been there or no?
I think I have, but Chit Chat Diner and also the all the way down
TikTok.
78. Yeah, they say it's TikTok, but it's actually called something. There's TikTok, but then there's one that's like Time to Go Diner or something. Young Jamie, pull it up for us.
Yeah.
No, there's another diner down route, and it has like a big clock, but it's not TikTok. It's something else. It's like Time to Eat Diner or some shit.
That's a good one.
I think so. However, see,
TikTok Diner. Yeah, I just typed Clock Diner, New Jersey, and you're right.
maybe it's just TikTok. I don't know. One thing where I probably see different than people on certain things. I actually like stuff that's like not that good when that's what I'm in the mood for. Like I would love to go to a great diner, but when I want like bullshit, it's like Denny's is amazing.
No.
2 egg sunny side up hash browns, bacon,
Dude,
toast,
stop.
country fried steak is the entree with sausage gravy.
Stop.
It basically sends me to a farm in Kentucky, but it's the best shit I've ever had in my life.
Gross. That IHOP is disgusting.
I said Denny's.
I know that.
And look, if you really
IHOP.
want to get dicey, Perkins, if we're talking, we fall on hard times.
Fuck that. No, you know what had a good brunch? What was that place? George Street Ale House?
Yes.
That place fucking rocked, dude. That place was great. We would go there. That was a hangover spot.
It was great. Not surprisingly, it got shut down, but Sakura Sushi in New Brunswick when we were in college, you go in,
No,
never
it was
carded.
Sapporo.
What did I say? Sakura.
Sapporo.
That's a place in Millburn. You're right. Sapporo.
Yeah.
And you would get served.
That was the first place I ever had sushi. When
Oh,
me,
really?
you, Marty, Lisa went.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sushi was like pretty good quality, decent pricing, and they served and they never carded anyone. It's probably why they got shut down because
Oh, it was known.
business was booming.
Oh, it
bro.
was
known.
known.
Packed 24.
It was like, all right, you want to go out and get like fucked up? All right, where can we go and get served?
Yeah.
Sapporo.
What bothers me though is in New Brunswick and even like Millburn where I grew up, places come and are either like the tits, like Millburn Deli packed out the door every waking moment of the day, online orders, or it's like the place comes for 1 month, you might eat there and like it, and then it's gone, like tumbleweeds coming through.
Dude, so I belong to several. Don't drink because you're gonna spit it out. I belong to several town Facebook groups where it's like members, like West Orange, like community members or West Orange.
West
Forum.
Orange families only, like send
Yeah.
your license to get accepted.
Yeah,
Man,
literally it's
shit.
that. And the one in for West Orange, there's a bagel place that's opening up. That's like, it's called Bagels by Jared. It is going to blow the top off of this town. People have been posting, Jared, when are we getting our bagels? Like it's BXJ. Like, you ever see those bumper stickers where it's like, I went to Maine and it's the circle and it's MA,
Okay.
or like CM
Yes.
for Cape May. It's BXJ Bagels by Jared. Dude, everyone is up in arms. Like, when is it opening? When is it opening? He's like dropping little
It's
like picture.
literally bread.
It's apparently going to be the best fucking bagels like in the world. So to your point,
I'll try it. I'm a carb aficionado. If anyone's gonna give a good Yelp review, it's gonna be me.
Dude,
Accurate
it's-
point.
I'm freezing.
I would say I'm completely unbiased. However, in the words of Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, everybody's got a price. But I would give a very unbiased opinion.
Yeah, we should do that on one of these, like a local. You good?
Yeah.
A local.
Just spilling the coffee all over myself.
Yeah, Millburn Deli's also great too, though. That's the fucking best.
They're opening a Morristown hub. I think takeout only.
But what are they gonna call it?
I think the Millburn Deli,
No.
which is like the most epic shit. That's
So,
what I would do.
Milburn, is it gonna
Like
be Millburn Deli
in
of Morristown?
Yeah, like Millburn Deli in Morristown.
Or just Millburn Deli?
I was thinking Thrillburn, but
Yeah, dude. Only takeout?
yeah, like there won't be seating in that. I think space in Morristown, like
It's gonna be
rent and that.
So
the rent
no-
is too damn high.
But wait,
That's what I'm going for.
just like the one side of Millburn Deli in Millburn.
Yeah, just like that takeout side. You go up, it's going to be probably
Yeah.
counter or window.
I mean, do people usually go to the thing on the right? No.
No, Milburn Deli, now that they have that indoor area, it's really good. I highly recommend if you haven't eaten at the Milburn Deli, it's like $11 for a really, really good sandwich. Sloppy Joe. Godfather's great. It's bacon, mozz, chicken cutlet, Russian, sub roll grilled. Phenomenal. Turkey gobbler. It's Thanksgiving.
Nah,
Check it out.
I don't like that one.
And you're not really a food guy. You weigh 140 pounds.
True. Fuck. Wait, what were we talking about before this?
Why you're wearing joggers.
No, yeah. No, not that.
Never jogged once.
No, fuck jogging. We're talking about, I don't know what we're talking about. But, yeah, so for Valentine's Day, so we did like a date night thing last night, made dinner the whole nine, but...
Who'd Emily go out with?
This guy. Anyway, so the day of Valentine's Day, she was like a little under the weather, not really feeling too good, and you know, between like the house and the other shit that's going on, we're like, all right, let's not do anything super crazy for Valentine's Day. So I come home. Now most people will bring, you know, maybe a bouquet of flowers or like these fucking chocolates. I get her what women really want: a bag, large, well done McDonald's French fries.
That is the highest level move.
So I walk in, she's like, gives me the like I'm dying face. I go, Happy Valentine's Day, 180.
Nice. Where's our McDonald's around here?
By the Turtleback Zoo. So like
Gotcha.
down,
Yes.
all the way down. You're like, oh yeah,
South
store,
Mountain Arena.
yeah.
Pleasant
Oh,
Valley.
store 523, no doubt. I know
Queen's
that.
Boathouse, I know.
Yes, literally. You know that one.
I clock most of the McDonald's in the state.
That's
I'm a
unbelievable.
big proponent.
But yeah, let's. That's what we need to talk about actually. Relationship advice.
Yeah.
It's Valentine's Day. Well, Valentine's Day weekend, and I think the people they want relationship
Right, it's
advice.
like much more about just one day. But I think it's important to note that this is the raw advice. This is like what you need to hear. This isn't going to sugarcoat it. This isn't going to play in any bullshit norms or things that are made up. Like, we're just telling you how we feel. Take it or leave it, brothers and sisters.
So what about finding? Okay, yeah. No, this is real.
Oh, it's 100% real.
Yeah, we're licensed therapists.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah.
Because we took that course.
Yeah, but like, disclaimer.
Yeah.
This isn't intended to be counseling advice.
Well, it can.
But is it?
Yeah. Dude.
It's really not that hard to do dumb little stuff. It's then eventually getting to the point of like, can we stop keeping score of dumb little stuff? Because if like, oh, you didn't do this to signify you got me a card, okay, for instance. If you don't really care that much about the card, but you're just going to cook the guy most of the time for not getting the card, that's pretty fucking petty. But also if you're the guy, you have like 2 weeks. The second you think of it, just buy a $4 card and you draw a heart and then you write your name.
Yeah.
It's not that fucking hard.
Yeah, but I'm a big...
It's usually more of a gauge of effort. If you can't put in that effort, it's usually a bad sign.
Yeah, but I'm a big fan of the... Like, I'm not kidding. Emily would rather have that bag of French fries. And will enjoy it more. And appreciate it more than a card or, like, a bouquet of flowers.
Especially because you like Burger King and not McDonald's, so she knows it really cuts you deep to do that.
Dude, I ate some of them fries, too.
They're
They
good
were
fries.
fucking
Yeah,
good,
they're fries.
dude. They know what they're doing.
And if you hate McDonald's
The
and fries,
clown knows what he's doing. Yeah, I think doing shit like that is more important. But versus like the bull, like, 'cause I told her, I was like, I don't even know if I have to say this, but I'm just gonna. I'm not like posting anything on Instagram, 'cause like she like posted a picture or whatever. I was like, I'd rather just get you these fries than like do that. And she was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. But I feel like you have to do that now too. Instagram for a day was literally my forever Valentine, and it's like, you've been married for 5 years. We know.
we know.
We get it.
I mean, yeah, also, too, it's like, you do that, and then it's like, maybe you don't have the cleanest past. I almost want to comment.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Cal Lightman, that's a lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Hashtag lie. Like, this is pretty much
Yo.
bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you guys last weekend. You threw a drink at his head.
Yeah.
Yo, that's funny, dude. Did you ever go on a Valentine's Day date before?
Yes. But it was more like not really like I'm in a relationship doing that, like
no, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
a date,
let's go
yeah.
out like on a date, like someone you're just talking to. So it's like, let's go out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not like with your girlfriend. That I'm not.
Yes.
I'm saying like someone you're trying to woo.
Yes, but more piss poor effort and charm that you use in like high school to like skate by not doing your work. Like that's the type of charm that I try to live it at. Like they know what they're getting and it's fake, but like it's still gonna be a home run for the day.
That's incredible. Yeah, I think I went on one in college.
It's like they know what they're getting. If I go to Miami and get bottle service and the woman with the freaking flare, the sparkler, comes up and is like, "Happy birthday, you are hot." And I'm like, chances are she's 5'11", I'm 5'6". I'm going to guess if it wasn't my birthday and I wasn't dropping 3 G's with my boys, she probably isn't saying that I'm so hot. You know? It's like, you know what you're getting.
That's amazing.
You know I'm being cheesy. You know you're getting wooed, but they like it anyway.
Dude, we went to the Rainforest Cafe at the Menlo Mall. That was the day in college. And I was like, I'm nailing this one. I'm hitting this one out of the park.
That's great.
What about finding the right person? How does a person do that?
That's a good question.
A good partner.
Well, it depends what you're looking for. So, I mean, just diving right in, I think the biggest thing is it's more so like shared beliefs than personality or temperament. So, wise beyond my years, 3 hours of sleep, just chug some Jack, tune in. It's not, you'll see, birds of a feather, like we're the same, we both like to travel, we both like to do this. That can work. And you can get people where it's like, I'm yin and they're yang, right? I'm low key, they level me out, and bring me out more, and I'm low key, so I keep them from bouncing off the walls. It's not that temperament, it's more so the values of like, what is important to you in family, what are envisioning like what's valuable in life, whether it's time, it's money, it's the type of life you want to live in that. And I think that comes by spending a lot of time together. Probably one thing that people do, in my opinion, too quick is insecurities want you to like find some type of rock or stability in another person. So you're very quick to like, well, if I don't tell this person I love them within a week of dating or seeing them.
That's weird.
I know, right? But even think about this. Think about how much you love your wife right now.
Yeah.
You've been together how long from dating to now?
7 years.
7 years. Even if you said it 6 months in, did you really love her the same way you did 3 years in as 6 months? Like, did you actually, so like when you think, people are like, I'm not going to say I love you. All their friends are like, did you tell her you love her, you pussy? Did you tell her you love her? And it's like they've been dating for a month or two, and then it's like, I love you. It's like, you don't love someone after 2 months. I don't care who you are. You might be infatuated with them. They walk into a room, and you're just like, I need to see this person, guy, girl, whatever. There is no way you love someone in 2 months. And people just can't, like, remove themselves from that emotion. Just like when you're caught in emotion, right? If I say right now, Sean, would you ever flip out on somebody for no reason? You'd be like, no. But in the heat of the moment, something irks you. You lose control, and you're like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have overreacted. Everyone, when they're calm, would say, I'd never overreact. But in that moment, your emotion gets you. I think people get caught in that infatuation period, and they're like, I love this person. It's like, you don't even know what love is. And like half the relationships out there are like, well, what am I going to do? Start over? What am I going to do? Break this up and then go through the whole thing again? It's like, told him I loved him 2 months in. So I think the problem is actually being like objective and honest. You have to, like, what does love actually mean? I think that's probably why half of things don't wind up going the way they originally planned, brother.
Okay.
But that's just me.
So, a lot there.
A lot to unpack.
Few things. One is, I definitely didn't say I love you in 5 months when I was drunk walking home from Filet. If that's what everyone is wondering. Okay?
Now, what I want to know is, how long had you been thinking, should I say I love you or not, for it to come out drunk like that? At least another 3 weeks.
I don't know. I mean, I really liked hanging out with her, and I was like, this is, like, good.
Doing a podcast, bro. You trying to tell me something?
Dude, this was a night after bottle service. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, saying to then and now is not even, it's not even the same thing. I am a big proponent of, I get the
fuck, marry, kill.
I'm a big proponent of, I get the birds of a feather. I get that. From what I've seen, that typically doesn't work out. From what I've seen, my perspective.
Okay.
I think it's better what you said, the yin and yang.
Okay.
So, like, I am very type A. Emily's very type B. That's like a yin yang. That's like a simple one that everyone understands. That I think it helps us. Like, she's getting ready to go to Jess's baby shower or whatever. And we joke all the time that, like, Jess and me, like, we can't even be in the same room for, like, more than 15 minutes before, like, I'm, like, pissing her off, probably.
Right.
Or, like, being on the same team for games and shit.
Yeah, it's, like, too competitive, too trying to be there. Gotcha.
I think that you're better off finding opposite than the same.
Okay.
For me, personally.
So, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with that, and that might be better. I'm saying taking a step back. Someone who, you know, when times change, where say it was like religion was like the basis of the values, right? Mm. Aside from what denomination you are or what group, it was like, you know, these are family things. We do like family dinner, we go to church, we do family things Sunday. Like, this is the time. And certain people are like, you know, I might want to be a go-getter. I want to work 18 hours a day. I want to live in New York, and I want to have this penthouse suite, and I want to do this. And as long as it's when those values are like different, where it's, I'm trying to like almost change the person, like, this guy's a party animal, but I love him. And then
I
it's
could
like,
change him.
When are you gonna settle down? And it's
like
not
never.
that the guy's right if he's a jackass, and it's not that, like, it could be the other way around. It's like, yo, babe, when are you gonna, like, stop being a train wreck and, like, settle down either? It's like, why are you going for something that's completely opposite of what you want it to be, to just be like, we happen to be together, now let me try and re-engineer this person into who I want him to be? Like,
that
I'm
usually
all about
works
improvement.
out.
Yeah, it always works out.
I can fix this guy, I can fix this girl.
Rewire 30 years of how they've been acting.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I've seen it happen millions of times. It never ends in disaster.
So, I think that's kind of the problem is, whether it's insecure, and it's tough. Like, it's a crazy world out there. You never actually know what it's like to perceive the world through someone else's mind. And if you guys are anything like me, you think of some crazy shit that you'd probably be, like, locked up if people were inside your head.
If people could read people's minds, I'm convinced that 80% of the population would have to be committed.
I think it would just be like World War Z, like with the zombie apocalypse. Like, people would be tortured, building. It would be crazy. But on that note, I think people meet someone, right? Everything's pretty casual nowadays. It's just this. I'm not jumping into it. And then something actually is kind of like familiar. It goes well. And then since you're having like fucking casual sex, you're hanging out with people, it's like, oh, now let me change. I don't like this. I don't like, and it's like, you almost kind of went a little bit out of order, but that's kind of just the proxy. Or that's kind of comes with the territory of just how relationships are. Because then you like that person, you do this, and then you're like, well, I don't like that. I didn't know about this. I want to change this, change that. Whereas, I mean, you met the person at 2 a.m. at a bar. Chances are you don't know too much about them, but...
Dude, I met her at Osprey at 1:30 as the bar was
I fell in love with literally like every blonde hair person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Because hair color is a good determinant of
I
compatibility.
think we were in and out of love in college every fourth hour.
I fell in love with people I've never met that is like a YouTube celebrity.
Do you remember the fucking yeah?
I actually think they might love me too, or they're reading my comments though.
Do you remember Polar Bear Girl?
Yes.
We all loved
Bear
her.
Girl.
We all loved her.
Have another one.
We don't
for
even
that.
know her fucking name. It was just the girl in the one class.
So we got to. This is a good story.
Go ahead.
So I actually can't remember every detail of that part, but I know the main
We
gist.
gotta
So
call Gov.
what?
So we gotta call Gov.
Yeah. So we're in this class. It's 3 of us. We engineered taking every class together off the record at an unnamed university so that one person could go with your clickers and do like attendance quizzes so that you all didn't have to go. And so you could go to like 1 out of every 3 classes and still get all the info. So there's this one girl that we noticed who was, I would say, like beautiful, like not a lot of makeup, great facial symmetry, like
Neonatinous features.
yes.
That means baby-like features. Big eyes,
big
cute
eyes.
little nose.
There's
I love
like a little
her.
rouge on her cheeks with his dash, like just so cute. And we were like, yo, who is this girl? Like, looked like she was like doing her homework and had like 4 pencils with like the extra eraser on the top, like all geared
dude,
up for
she
class to
was
take nice
prepared.
notes.
She had a trapper keeper and a pencil box, brother.
So we were like, yo, who is this girl? Like, we've never seen her. And we're also like showing up in 4XL sweatpants, hooded sweatshirts.
Oh my God.
Eating subs in class and then getting up and leaving because there's these big lecture halls. So Sean was kind of Breaking Bad at the time and going through his like, I'm a bad boy phase. Like, nothing scares me. So we're like, who's going to talk? So we're like, someone should do that. So Sean winds up approaching her and doing the coolest thing that you can do. Not saying a word and dropping a note off to her. So,
Yeah, and on the note it said, how much does a polar bear weigh? ... Enough to break the ice. Ha ha. I'm Sean. Here's my number. And to this day, she's never texted me.
no!
Yeah, dude,
So-
nothing.
What's an important note is she did look back when she got the note
Smile,
and
right?
smile and like kind of chuckle at him. So,
Dang, bro.
the problem though is you gave her the number to make the move and she's
Dude,
one,
I casted a line.
doesn't really work that way most
casted
of
a
the time.
line.
And
No
2,
lights.
girl like that, she's like, I don't even have a phone. My parents don't let me.
Yeah. I wonder
You
what
have a
she's doing.
phone?
Yeah, yeah. Holy shit, I forgot about that. Dude, isn't that weird? Like, do you ever have a memory like that where like you're like, oh my god, I literally haven't thought about that in 20 years.
I have a very good memory of events and things that shouldn't be some type of salient or emotional like memory that you like, oh, my wedding day, I remember that. It's
Yeah,
like
not at
I
all.
remember the polar bear no curl. That was like a laugh that we had. But
Yeah.
I remember it like the classroom was on Livingston campus, I believe.
Yep.
So just like weird how that works.
Dude, Casey,
But I can't remember like certain stuff, short term memory.
Casey sent a picture the other day of this place in
Your sister?
Florida. Yeah. It's called the drive-in like sci-fi restaurant or some shit, right? And it's like a mock drive-in movie theater. You sit in a car, you eat dinner. It's all sci-fi.
Oh, like so they don't have to pay rent for a building. Good idea.
No, it's an actual no, it's like part of Disney or some shit. She sent it, and I looked at this picture, and I was like, I know this place. And she's like, do you guys remember when we went there? Sent it to like the family text, and I'm like, holy shit, I haven't like accessed this part of my brain in 31. I don't know. We were I was 11.
It's nuts.
Literally 20 years.
Dude, I have memories. We had a babysitter who my mom's mom used to always watch us.
Your mom's mom.
Mom's mom. We had a babysitter that one time, like 1 or 2 times came. It's like this nice lady that was like recommended by someone. And I remember my brother was laughing because she was like sitting down on a chair and she was like talking to my brother and saying something. And she gave us M&Ms as like a treat. Like, don't tell your mom, here's like a mini pack. So it was like 7 M&Ms. And I put one of the M&Ms in my back molar and I snuck up right next to her ear and then crunched it just as like, right next to her ear. And my brother and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. But I have a vivid memory of that. And we've
How old
talked
are you?
about it. Like 5 or 6. And my brother's 5 years older than me. And like he remembers, but vivid memories of things like that. Like 5 years old, 7 years old. How would you even remember that?
Dude, you and your brother's shit has me. It is pure entertainment and joy.
Yeah.
Literally. Like I said the other day, I walk in the gym and I guess the pizzeria place was like cooking garlic or something. And it was so strong. I was like, you smell that? And Jonathan, as he's stretching, Jay, your brother smells the smell again. We gotta go. And I already know the story, which you gotta tell. But dude, I was hunched over laughing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Was that sports and games?
And what's great is it's the same type of, like when people are around us, they're like, I could see how you guys kind of talk or like our brothers and that.
Yeah,
but some of the stuff that he comes up with, I could never come up with stuff like that in a million years. It's genius. But I have a lot of other things too where it's like outside his scope of like what he knows or does, and that can appeal to like the masses too. But he's hysterical. So the smell thing, when I was a kid, so I know I'm like pretty rugged and unflattering now with my cauliflower ears and shaved head. I had a blonde bowl cut that went down in the back. So it was actually not even a bowl cut. It was like a bowl cut going towards a mullet.
A mole cut.
And then you would like try and angle it into like a ducktail in the back. It's like basically how to get your son's ass kicked 101. But, I mean, so anyway, I have this haircut. I'm like short, like chubbier cheeks. And
Red as shit lips.
I'm like a very high energy person, like talk, excitement, let's stay out. As a kid, I was kind of like that, but it was more nervous energy. So if I was in an environment that was not natural or I was away from home, I got like motion sickness easily. I didn't like being in car rides, especially in cars that had, as I would claim, weird air fresheners. My mom bought Vanilla Roma, the yellow Christmas tree air freshener.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
That was the only one in the car. If you had the black ice, the Christmas tree one, or anything else, chances are I needed to pull over and vomit within 15 minutes of getting in the car. Couldn't handle it. So I would go, and we'd go to like sports and games, Funplex on Route 22. It's like arcade, birthday parties, all the stuff. We'd go to like all these different places. And as soon as we get there, I would get very upset stomach, nervous anxiety, like dry sweat, and be like, oh, there's a concession stand with like pizza and like Philly cheesesteak, and they're like, I'll see them like squeezing the liquid cheese on it. I'd have to run and do like run to the bathroom and like loose bowel, like vomit, like feel terrible.
You didn't throw up.
A lot. Sometimes I didn't usually throw up from it, but it would be dry heaving, like working yourself up.
Yeah.
So, and it became like a thing where I would have to alert them to not have it cause a scene. So, and my dad, greatest man of all time, like the most patience, like, you know, it's like the last thing you need. Like you bust your ass as a doctor, you finally go out, take your kids to this, and I'd go, Dad, I smell a smell. I smell a smell. And guess what? It was never a good one. So my brother would get pissed and be like 5 years older, like, we're fucking at the Funplex, like we're not leaving because he smelled the fucking smell. And I would crack up now looking back on that. So that's an inside joke. But
I smell
so
the smell.
funny. But yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Smelling a smell.
And then I was talking to him about the mustard, like freshman year, how you couldn't like even go near mustard. That was so funny, dude. I wish I was in. I couldn't be a brother in your immediate family. It wouldn't have worked out. but like a distant cousin.
Yeah.
I wish. It's just. Oh my god,
yeah.
dude, that's so. I had so many birthday parties at that place.
Fun
All
place.
the time, dude. All the time.
It's a good move.
That place fucking rocks. But I never smelled that smell.
Yeah, I mean, most people didn't, but maybe my olfactory was more highly trained.
Dude, that's so
And fine
fucking.
tuned. It's fucking hilarious.
So funny. What about?
Dude, I can remember.
Well,
I remember in first grade we had like a little loft, so you climb up like a bunk bed ladder, and there was a loft. And I once went up there and laid down under a blanket, and like the teacher was like, "Where's Chase?" After like 10 minutes, and like looked, and then was like, "Oh, I wonder where he is." And, like looked on the top of the loft, and then literally almost had a heart attack because I was hiding under the blanket. Like, oh, I'm gonna go up and see him. And it was just like the blanket there, and I made it look so you couldn't see me. She like started panicking. Like another minute, I came down. They're like, "That's not funny, don't do that." I'm like, ah, I'm a jackass.
dude. Yeah, that's weird how that
I
works.
was wreaking havoc since I was a kid. I liked school for the social aspects and sports programs and stuff. I hated sitting down. Probably had severe ADD,
Dude,
but
I'm
also
not
don't
kidding.
know.
Dude, that's so weird that you just said that. We're watching this new show, Sex Education. It's not bad. It's 2 seasons. I started watching it, so it'll get canceled for sure. Go back to last episode if you don't know what we're talking about. But they were going to school, and I'm like reminiscing of like, did I like school? And I was like, I remember because that's what it was. The kid got up, like his alarm went off, and he did the pillow off the bed, like oh, I have to get ready for school. I remember my head would pop. I loved going to school. And then in my head, I'm like, did I like the school? And I'm like, fuck no. I just liked, like you said, just hanging out with friends. Because that's literally what you're doing in, like, public school.
So
You're just, like,
I
hanging
look
out.
back, and not to be like self-sorry, like I think I'm like pretty smart. I guess that's why it was a little bit easier. But I would go and we'd like learn shit. I'd do a
You
few
didn't study.
problems.
You didn't study.
Never. I would do a few problems. I'm like, okay, I get this. We'd do it. It'd work. There'd be like the 1 or 2 tricks the teacher showed you, and then they'd throw like the 2 advanced tricks on the test, and you know they're like the longest problem.
Yeah.
So like figure. But I was like, I'm here for 8 hours. Like, you're not getting me for another 2 hours of homework at home. Like, that's my time, brother.
Dude.
That I don't get. And what pisses me off, we could do a whole episode on the educational system.
Easily.
It's good to expose people, and I think it's to test, like, who's got a knack for math, who should we steer into this, these are strong suits. Most of the shit in school, there could have been, for someone like me, so many more beneficial things to learn than most of the shit. I like history, I still read things, I research shit online all the time that are my interests, but I'm not
You ready for this?
trying to do
you give me the
algebra
book?
with letters on a scale and
The
a
2020
squared
book.
times the square root of y equals mx plus b. Like, no, I'm not making fake lines on graphs in theory.
Yeah.
Theory doesn't make you money, bro.
I'm with you. The book I wrote as a kid. Dude, I am the same way. And I have documentation. And I'm going to pull this out now. This is completely unplanned.
I knew you were a woman this whole time.
No, just the top one. Thanks.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What is
No,
this?
not this one.
The story journal?
Wait, is this the one? The one that's like in 2020?
I think it's this one. Were you a baseball player?
No, not that one. Oh yeah, this is it.
Bro, that's some good ass artwork.
This is good. So I wrote this book.
You're published?
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Dude, Miss Beck's class, 1999 to 2000. That school year. This is written and illustrated by Sean Meehan.
Wow. Dude, that's fucking great.
I'm gonna read this. We're 11 or 12.
Yeah, something like that.
Ready for this shit, dude? I should read it. This is really real. I'm going to read you guys a chapter from this book called My Life.
Chapter 1.
This is the school chapter. I think school is boring. We learn stuff we are never going to use in life, such as the metric system.
Yo, fucking US, baby. Fuck the metric system.
All of my classes are dumb except gym and lunch.
Yo!
Our reading class is really long. All of the other classes get free time, but we never. Once in a blue moon, we'll have it in reading. Sometimes we get it in math. But everything else is work, work, work. And when we're done with that, we get more work. We get a lot of homework except Friday. Then there's a picture of 6 kids. I don't know if you can see this. 6 kids. And they are looking at the teacher, doing the metric system, whatever the fuck.
What do they say? Read the bubbles.
Each student. First student, I'm bored. Second student, we're never going to use this in life. Third student, all the other classes get free time. Fourth student, why are we learning this? Fifth student, is it over yet? Sixth student, why the torture? Dude, I don't even remember why the fuck we were just talking about this. Oh,
Because,
in school, yeah.
Yes.
Fuck that, dude. All I cared about was hanging out, gym.
So I would go.
Fucking
I had
free time,
so.
honestly.
One thing I will say, going to Milburn, we had great teachers, really good at explaining and helping students, whether they're accelerated or slow learners, and they're very high caliber for their, for like a high school teacher, they're very good at what they do and very well credentialed. I did well in classes where I liked the teacher. The ones I didn't care at all. I thought, regardless of your grades, I was like, the people who go, you could go to any school, and if you're like gonna be a winner and work hard and do that, like you'll do well. Not that you want to go to a bad school, but like,
Yeah.
I'd be in class. I had this one chemistry teacher, Mr. Gargiulo, call him Garge. He's like science guy, like didn't coach a sport, I don't think, or anything like that. Like just like a good dude, and he would kind of take a liking, like Chase, you're so smart, like you're not doing any work. Like come on, show me something. But he would like engage you and do that. And I did like really well in chemistry where like they were like, oh, we should move you to accelerated class the next year. I'm like, no, regular physics, please. Like I'm not going to, I don't want to do more work, like die.
Okay.
But that guy
You're going to crap.
got me to enjoy it. Then he'd be like, yeah, and this is how you convert how many moles of of hydrogen into the, and it's like, what's the atomic? And then you get an answer and it's like 17 to 34 over this moles cube or something. I'm like, this is fucking dumb. Like,
But you
I'm not
knew that
into
as a
this.
kid.
Like, I can do it. I can show you my brain works and I'm proficient. But I'd be like, okay, I can do this. I don't want to do this. This is dumb.
But we know that as kids. How do people not understand that, like, I don't need to know the metric system literally at all? And also, Google's a thing now.
People don't like it, but the majority of people are going to be working for somebody else. So they're showing you how to get in the habit of working for 8 hours and doing diligent work, and it's kind of the system we have.
Do you want to hear a
It's
great
bad.
story? How much of a fucking shithead I was?
I believe it.
Do you remember the Terra Novas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we were in like 7th or 8th grade. Or no, we were in 6th grade.
And then there was the HESPAs was high school.
Yeah, we were in 6th grade. I had this teacher. I go, Mrs. DeSantis, we have to take these tests, which are the worst thing ever because it's an hour and a half. You can't like move. They're like reading from. It's like literally you're a robot. I
It's
go.
basically just to send to the parent and be like, you either failed your kid as a parent or the kid.
So I asked her, I'm like, why are we doing this? I was like, because this doesn't affect our grade. Because they would say that. This doesn't affect your report card. This doesn't affect your grades. So I'd be like, why are we doing this? She's like, oh, it's from the state, and they just want to see like where the school is. Now, me as a kid, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of the things that you just said. I care about my grades because that matters, but the school, I don't care about it. You haven't I haven't learned why that's important. So I go, is this going to affect what class I get placed in? She's like, no, whether it's the advanced or not.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me get this straight. Doesn't affect my grades. Doesn't affect what class I'm placed in. And the only reason we're taking this because of school, like you want me to take it? Because of the state?
Please tell me you finished each section in 30 seconds.
5 minutes. Done. You can open your books and you may begin.
A, C, D, C.
Just done. Like this. She's like, Sean, are you finished? I go, yes. She's like, it's been 5 minutes. I go, I know. And I just would sit there, like, daydreaming for the hour and 25 minutes. As a kid, I could understand that as a kid. Now, the second part of the story is, because I did so bad, they were like, we can't put you in the advanced class.
They're like, you're legally dead. According to this, your brain's not working.
So yes. And I literally got put in, like, the second tier math class
that's
the
not how
following
it
year.
works.
And, like, at least in our school, all my friends and the cool kids were in the highest class. So I was, like, demoted.
Yeah.
And in that class that following year, I'm like, you guys all fucking lied to me. Like, I can't believe I'm in this class. The teacher, right, of that math class, I was like, I'm going to blow all of this shit out of the water. You need to move me into the higher class by the end of this year. And I did. But,
so I got placed into a dumb math too. Sorry if that's offensive, but it's a dumbass math class. If I named the people in it, everyone from my town would know, okay, that's the dumbass class. You ready for this, people? I don't want to offend anyone. I'm just pretty raw. It had a teacher and 2 aides walking around for the class for 15
Two?
We're talking extra explanations. We're talking like y equals like 3 plus 1. What does y equal? They're like, do we add first?
wait, did you have classes with AIDS in them?
Some.
Did Milburn have classes with AIDS
yes,
in
it did have classes with AIDS. So we had CPB.
we never had that.
CPB was College Prep B, so that's like the lower level class. CPA is College Prep A, the standard. Then there was accelerated classes. So you would have CPB. You could have like CPB math analysis. Like, let's analyze how math works.
Yeah.
Like, right.
Yeah.
It's like, what percent is 63 out of 100? It's like 63%.
That's incredible.
Then there's College Prep A, which would be like Algebra 2. Then there was Accelerated Algebra 2 for that year, because each year you had like Geometry, Algebra 2, Pre-Calc, whatever. Then there's the Accelerated, and then there would be Honors where you could get college credit for. So like, Milburn CPAs, though, were like, you're coming from a solid school very well. Their CPBs are probably still better than a lot of schools. The CPBs were like, I was in the class for 3 days and got 100 on 2 of these things. She's like, yeah, I don't know why you're here. I'm like, I didn't do a single homework assignment and got a 75 in the class because I got like 85s on every test and did 0 homework because they assign homework every single day.
Bro, yeah, fuck homework. We used to, in that remedial fucking math class or whatever, I would get so angry that we had to have to do homework. We had remember the workbooks?
Yeah.
She would never check the work.
Oh, yeah.
She would just see if there were numbers in place and assumed I did the math. So 5 seconds before she'd come around, if it was a fraction problem, I would just write a number over another number. If it was like a percentage problem, I'd make it up whatever the fuck.
So I think with the wisdom you gain as you age, I'll read stuff online. I use an incredible source, Wikipedia, that, despite what people say, has a lot of good shit. But I'll research that. I like reading. One regret I have, I wish if I could have gone back to those years, I did some of that, but I would have like actively pursued stuff I want to learn, knowing I don't care about these other things. I'm going to half-ass in these classes. Instead, at the time, it was just like, I'm not trying in these classes. Where even in college, it's like, even if I wasn't going to use anything, and I'm going to do sales or that, like, you can be very successful not just going a conventional route. But at the time, it's like, I knew it was done. I knew it so wasn't for me. I don't care. I'm not going to be a drone. Like, I'd rather die than be sitting in a classroom for 8 hours a day. My homework, thanks for the pat on the back. I'm thinking something to myself.
Yo.
It's like, stop giving fucking homework.
Dude, do you remember... So when I remember being in, like, middle school, high school. I used to write papers, and they'd be like, source your work. And because the teachers didn't grow up with the internet, I would literally write google.com, yahoo.com, and that would pass because they didn't, like, understand that it was a search engine.
Ready for this? show your work, fuck you. I have the right answer.
Never, yeah.
The answer is what matters. If you go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and you say a final answer, they're like, how'd you come to that? I guessed. Is it the right answer?
Yeah.
It's not a showing your work for partial credit.
I'd rather get zero. Yeah, I'd rather get zero. I'm all in. I'm going all in. I'm either right or wrong. I don't want partial credit. Wait, well, we had a computer class, dude. Speaking of the stupid shit we watch online, where I think it was called, what was it called? Chat robot?
Chat roulette?
No. The thing where you type it in and it speaks it. Like you'd be like, Joey's an idiot. And be like, Joey is an idiot.
An idiot.
Yeah, idiot. We used to fucking do that because the computers would face us. The teacher would be in the front. So we'd literally just be like, it'd be like, this class is bullshit. And she'd probably be like, who did it? And we'd be like, I don't know. And they'd come around and obviously we would just turn the monitor off like real quick. So like you could never find out. Fuck, dude, what was the name of that program? If someone knows what I'm talking about, please comment it.
People like us, though, it's like, that's what makes the world like innovative in that. It's like people who can't be say. They used to come over. Do you know the game Cheesy Pursuit? It's an old school Mac game for anyone. You're a mouse, and there's literally like a 10-piece checkerboard, and pieces of cheese pop up, and you go and collect them with the mouse, and then like these cats come and try and eat you, and you got to dodge the cats. It's literally like kind of like a Frogger type of game.
Yeah.
That and this shark game, Odell Down Under, where you're a shark, or you'll be like a squid, so you could like ink the sharks that are trying to eat you and like eat krill. And it's like, I just play those games, I'm like, this is like some intriguing shit.
Dude, I forgot about all that shit, dude. We did,
There's classes, stupid.
Oh, dude, we'd be like, Vin sucks penis. And we'd be like, just this. Stone face. But me and Rocco, dude, I think about what I'm about to say. I think about, and I'm not kidding, at least 2 times a month. So, do you remember the old Quiznos commercials that were really weird?
Quiznos sub, tasty, toasty, crispy, crunchy. We love those subs.
It's like weird
those sock puppet things.
Yes.
Okay. I love Quiznos.
So, me and Rocco had a computer class. What'd you say?
I said R.I.P. to every franchise owner that got fucked by corporate. They're like going out of business.
Quiznos. Dude, a girl that lived right up the street from me. Her mom owned it and it went out of business.
Cooked.
Yeah. Anyway, we made like makeshift commercials like that.
No.
And the humor was so bad that when we would read it, it was so fucking funny. And I'm not kidding. Just how we joke about like, I'd pay $50,000 for a GoPro raw footage of like the 4 years of college. I'm not kidding. I would pay a lot of money to have those files back because of how fucking stupid and funny those the commercials that we made were.
That's great.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
We did a gag like movie thing. We had like a movie class, film. Wasn't film. It was something. It was like a film class, and we made a movie. So you had to put like 20 minutes together.
Yeah.
So of course,
it's terrible.
It's me,
it's all bloopers.
And then like 1 or 2 kids who were like cool guys that like would hang on to the group. They weren't leading it, but like if you said let's jump off a bridge, they'd be like, tell me where to meet. I'm bringing even more people to do this.
Yeah.
Like, let's rally. So it's me and like 2 other like kooky kids, and we went to like, it was like a mob type of movie or something. Like there were 2 actually. The one I was originally referencing was that, but it was like a murder thing. So it's this guy, and he's like walking around, and he comes outside, and a guy in like a Jason Voorhees hockey mask stabs him, and the guy's like, ah! Like ridiculous acting. And then it's talking about like injustice in the criminal system. So then it's the guys and the lawyers like pointing out like loopholes and trying to like get it. And the judge is like throwing out evidence and saying you can't do this. And we have the guy sitting in the box for the trial wearing the mask. And they're like, my client was nowhere to be seen on this day. And it's like so ridiculous.
Dude.
But it was that was the shit we actually got to have like fun and do. And we like love that part of it. But every other class was just
terrible.
Put notes on the board. We got the curriculum to follow.
I was literally the kid that was like, yeah, I'll read this when I get home.
How many times did you read back on your notes?
0. I never did homework.
Collectively, probably about.
We didn't even do it in college.
I know. I got Dean's List one semester.
No.
Who's Dean?
And why am I on
Dean's
this
the guy who
list?
sold our frat kegs. I made Dean's List last year.
Well, I'm glad we gave people relationship advice for 8 seconds.
Yeah.
But we do have to do a everything is fake segment. And I had one that I said before that you said something and it made me think of it. But I forget what it is. But we got 2. Aside from school being fake, obviously. Okay, so these 2 really hit home. These are perfect examples of shit that's fake. So this one was sent in by Dasty. Now,
I got one that's fake.
this is definitely fake for sure. You know how when you go, you get a prescription?
Yes.
And you go to the fucking pharmacy, you give it to them, and they're like, would you like to know how to use this? And you're like, no. And then on the fucking bag, it's like 3 pages of instructions on like what you can and can't do. It's like, no one's reading that at all. All they're reading is, when do I take it and how much
Which
do I
is
take?
on the bottle that says take 1 pill every 6 hours.
With or without food. And it'll give you little symbols of like,
it's like
all
may cause
medica-
drowsiness, may cause nausea.
yes,
Like,
don't take with alcohol. It's like,
if dying, call 911.
dude, the instructions when you get medications are fucking fake as shit. Tell me how much. Tell me when to take it. I'm an adult, so I understand I shouldn't take this with alcohol. That's it. Move on.
And like if the risk is that high, it's like you shouldn't have done whatever's requiring you to take medicine.
Yeah, like don't get sick. Another one, which I also thought was good. This was sent in by Joey. Go back to episode, I think it was 3 or 4 when him and Vin were here. The paper towel dispensers in bathrooms when you got to do the fucking this or use 2 hands or use 1 in the middle or like hold 1 and on the side. They never fucking work.
You gotta
It's bullshit.
conserve.
That in and of itself is fucking horseshit. It's like, no, let me stick it in the fart wafter and just like dry my...
have mold and AIDS shot on your hands. Also,
It's not a fucking thing. Fuck paper towel dispensers.
I also might get some flack for this. I don't really believe in recycling because most people
Don't let Emily hear you.
Here's why. Most people don't understand recycling. So let's just say one night I was cooked, couldn't go to sleep, like 3 a.m. I decided to hop on with a nice little buzz to tire myself out, a blaring computer screen. I was looking up, I found my way to some recycling information and understanding it. People think you take a Coca-Cola bottle, throw it in a blue container.
Bottle or can?
Bottle, can. I'm going to recycle. They're going to bring this to the factory and melt it and remake a Coca-Cola bottle.
That's how it works. End
It's
of episode.
not. They actually like grind it all up and make like floor mats for your car out of recycled product. The McDonald's box of a Big Mac is like 60% post-consumer recycled product. So there are things it's used for. But people think like, oh, every bottle I recycle, that's one less bottle being made. It's like nothing of the sort. And it's almost like, great, if it's there, I'll do it. I'm not like staking my life on that. Again, might get some flack for this. I like animals. I love animals. But to act like every waking moment of my life is a misery if I'm not like adopting 30 animals at the shelter, that's just not for me. I applaud your cause, but like, don't sell me on it.
Oh, you know what also is fucking fake, dude? Speaking of that shit,
Recycling's fake.
the people that are like,
You can't even speak, dude. This better be good.
this year for my birthday, I want people to donate $1 to this cause that they decide on Facebook.
How about this?
Get the
How about
fuck
for
outta
my
here.
birthday? Don't throw me a party. Don't call me. I don't even fucking like you.
Dude, I told this. We can end on this note.
No,
Dude.
2 more. Because I have 1. And also, birthdays, fake as shit. You didn't die. That's the goal of life. You want to celebrate great. The like extravaganza shit, not about birthdays.
Dude.
I am not a birthday person.
I told Emily, I go, do you know what I'm going to start doing for my birthday? For me,
Go to
my
bed.
birthday? I want to do nothing. I want to stay home, hang out with who I want to hang out with, and I'll decide that 5 minutes beforehand. If I'm feeling I just want to be alone, I'm going to be alone. If I want to like have people over, I'll have people over. And I want everyone else to celebrate my birthday the way that they want to spend that day. So you go to jiu-jitsu, you're like, yo, I'm celebrating Sean's birthday. Your mom's like, oh, what are you doing? You go, oh, I'm just going to jiu-jitsu. Oh, is he going too? Nope. I'm celebrating his birthday by doing what I want to do on that day. And that's how I want everybody to celebrate my birthday. Don't call me, don't text me, don't do any of that. Do whatever you want to do and take a picture and say, I'm celebrating Sean's birthday today. That's what I want.
Wait, but you didn't donate $5 to have the fly nets put in the Congo of Africa to help the people who are traveling
Bro,
there.
I see that shit and I want to
build
fucking
homes.
take that person's head and smash it against a fucking steering wheel. Like, get the fuck out of here.
But they're so woke, dude. You just don't
that.
get it. Okay, and last thing. Fake. The whole concept they sell you on of getting your car washed. If you want your car to look good, I get it. I was pitched my whole life believing from people that like it's like degrading your car if you don't wash it. Like the engine could break down this. Like you gotta wash it every week. $35.
Yeah.
Have them spray water on it, and then it rains and it's shot. Washing your car is fake. Vacuuming the inside, okay, I get it. Car wash fake.
You heard it
Biggest
here.
scam of all time.
You heard it here, folks. Shit, that's fake. Tune in, youtube.com/whatever the fuck it is. Just search official HAO show.
One word.
We are on Apple Podcasts, so catch everything on there. Substitute this podcast in when you guys are on your commute. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, the whole nine. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We love you. See you next week.
Peace.